Am I the jerk for asking my mom why I should go see her stepkids when she ignored me for them so many times while I lived with her? Posted by Consistent. Prize $41.50. My parents got divorced when I, 19M, was 4. They split custody of me and I had a good relationship with both until I was 11. That's when my mom started dating her husband and when she became one-track minded when his kids were around. They were years younger than me and he was their sole parent, so mom used that as an excuse. But it was hurtful and my mom promised she'd do better, but she didn't. There are a few incidents that come to mind where this was super clear. Mom's stepkids wanted new toys, so mom took them shopping and told me to tag along. I asked her while we were on the way if I could drop by a gaming store and she didn't answer. I asked her when we got to the mall and she ignored me again. She didn't talk to me at all while we were at the mall, and when I told her I was going to the gaming store and I'd be back, one of the stepkids started screaming that they wanted me to stay, so mom stopped me going. When we got back to her house, she told me we went for her stepkids, not for me, and I spoiled it by upsetting them. Another time we went through a drive-thru and it was busted, so mom left us in the car and went inside for food. She didn't get what I actually asked for and shrugged it off when I told her she got me the wrong order. When I was grumpy about it that night, she told me she hadn't time to go back and the kids needed to get home and I was making a big deal out of nothing. I told her she went back in because one of her stepkids got the wrong drink and she told me it was different because he was little. She was supposed to meet me at the climbing gym for us time. She was late, so I called and texted. No answer. I waited for an hour 40 before I called Dad and asked him to drop me off at Mom's place. She wasn't home, but neither were the kids. 2 hours after I got back, she came home with the kids and she said nothing while the kids were up, so I yelled at her. Then when she got the kids in bed, she yelled at me for yelling at her and she took away my phone for not being more understanding and yelling and for saying fuck her stepkids. Last one for this post because I don't want to keep you here all day. But her and her husband took us out for a family day. She spent that whole day doing stuff with her stepkids and shrugged off my hand when I tried to get her to listen to me because I was asking her to do something with me. I walked back to the car when I realized that was going to be the rest of the day. Nobody came to get me. But that night she told me her stepkids got upset because they wanted to do some things with me and I was gone. I told her she ignored me and she said she had younger kids to pay attention to. I told her all she cared about was them and she told me I didn't care about them at all. And I asked her why would I. She said I acted like I needed her attention 24/7 when I was plenty old enough to not get jealous. This kind of stuff happened a lot. And like I said, Mom told me she'd fix it, but she never did. I hated her for it and I resented her stepkids. And she pretty much helped me decide I would never want to be part of one as an adult. I don't want stepkids or to give my future kids a stepmom if I find myself in that position. She called a few times and asked me to visit her stepkids, but ended the call when I said no. Then she called me again about a week ago and told me her stepkids miss their big brother and when am I visiting? I said never and she told me I need to because I'm their brother and they love me. I asked her why I should see them when she ignored me for them so many times when I lived there. She said it wasn't their fault and I told her I didn't give a crap about her stepkids. She called more times and I didn't answer and she'd text and I'd ask her the same question every time. She told me I'm not making her want to spend time with me and I told her she wasn't making me want to spend time with her stepkids. I get my responses might be petty and it's not the kids' fault, but I don't want a relationship with them. Am I the jerk?